Hello everyone and welcome to Games, Comics and Crafts. In this video I'm looking at Supergirl issue 6. Okay, so this is Supergirl issue 5. We have another art germ cover, which is very, very nice. We have a Sophie Campbell cover, I believe, in the interior, which is pretty cool as well. Unfortunately we don't have Sophie Campbell artwork all the way through this, so which is a bit annoying. We start off with apparently Supergirl in this kind of weird land where she's been attacked by people, and this person here is apparently Nightmare. But I'm a bit confused what's going on with this one. So she wakes up, she's in this costume, she's wandering around, and it turns out that's a kind of a dream as well. Then she encounters the Red Lanterns, which there's a lot of stuff going on here that is quite annoying. So I don't think her stint with the Red Lanterns happened in this continuity because that was pre whatever that was. That was Rebirth rather than the last series. Um, so we're getting massively messed up with continuity here. Then apparently she wakes up again. It's like, okay, so she passed out at the end of last issue, and now she's back out patrolling. So I don't quite know how those two things match up. I assume she passed out, and that was where the kind of that dream sequence coming. And now she's just woke up here after kind of passing out. And then we go with what's the name, out to patrol, and they talk about, oh, we can go Halloween costume. That's cool. That's really good. And again, it's Midvale. Midvale is a kind of, Midwestern, whatever it is, or, kind of backwater kind of area, and, there's not a lot happening there, and, we saw that the most devastating thing that we could do, Supergirl could do when she's evil, was trample some flowers. And yet we've got 2 Kryptonians and 4 crypto pets patrolling. That's more than bloody Metropolis, probably technically at this point in time. It's nuts. So anyway, she talks about Halloween, and then she kind of gets kind of like falls into this kind of like the illusion again where she's been attacked by a Red Lantern self again. Don't think it happened in this continuity. But I think this is the thing. I think there's something going on there. This is weird. Anyway, she does that, and she's like, oh, she reveals herself to be Night Flame, and she says, oh yeah, when you became Satan Girl a while ago, which again, the most devastating thing Satan Girl did was stomp some flowers. Ooh, really scary. Um, and then they're talking about like, oh yeah, you can understand it. You've been rejected by Superman. You saw the destruction of Krypton and Argo City and all this kind of stuff as well. It's like, right, okay. So this continuity, I believe, is the current continuity we've got. So we've got Argo City. We've got the Red Lanterns was another reboot. The last we saw that was psychic apparently is now find Supergirl was laying on the ground and they couldn't find her by tracking her, but she could. And then she uses her psychic abilities to kind of like go back where the costume previously was. She can like do object reading and found out, and that's how she finds Lena's thing. But apparently it's like, oh well, last we saw you about a week ago, and we told you might be slightly psychic. And she goes, oh yeah, I just read a load of books, and now I'm really, really good. I can do aura reading, all this kind of stuff. It's like, wow, that's a quick, way to get superpowers. You just read some books, and you can get superpowers. So she goes this, and then we see Supergirl being killed in Crisis. So now we're kicking through again multiple continuities of Supergirl's death, rebirth, all this kind of stuff. It's like, right, I thought the point of having the reboot was to have a single reason, an origin for Supergirl. So she's going through again. We see the Supergirl in the Batman Superman costume we saw originally, where she's found as well, which again is another um, origin story for her. Then we see her dad being Cyborg Superman, which was the latest one, I believe. That's not Hank Henshaw, that's her dad instead. And it just gets really confusing about what the hell's going on here, whether or not she's just kind of skipping through the multiverse and all this kind of stuff. And it turns out that she can just defeat people because they say they love her, and she's like, oh, okay, I'm just going to blow your sword out, I'm going to walk away, and that's it. And then she wakes up and says, oh, I love you too, and that's it, the end of it, and everything's all happy and all very nice, and there's kind of this spooky thing going on there. It's like, right, what the hell's going on with this one? So they defeat the bad guy, just going, oh, we quite like you, Supergirl. Thank you. Um, but I don't quite know what the idea of the continuity thing is. Whether or not it's, again, it's this multiversal thing and she's references stuff, or they're just trying to be clever and kind of like going, look, we can do all this kind of stuff. But again, it throws the continuity thing, which I hate so much about DC, completely against the wall and just sort of basically smashed it, because there's no firm continuity. I want to know what happened in this series, as it does with the new history of DC Universe. It all seems very, very wrong. So all in all, a better issue, threat-wise, story-wise than last issue, but still kind of a little bit of a mess. So we'll see what happens with issue 6, because I don't know if there's going to be an Art Jam cover, but that might be the last one I get. We shall see. But all in all, a 5 or 6 out of 10, I would say this one. There you go. Anyway, that's enough rambling for now. So thanks for listening, and hopefully I will see you on another video very, very soon. Bye bye.